Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It is officially doctor season for me. I have a doctor appointment today that I'm going to be going to, and then I also have another one on Thursday. So I'm just kind of going to combine those two appointments just into one video. I see my OB today, which I still don't understand why I need to see him. Like Yins know, I had a hysterectomy back in 2021. So there isn't anything there. I really don't understand why I need to come in still for like an annual exam, but I know there's a reason for it. And honestly, it might just be because of my cancer diagnosis itself, you know, just like making sure that there isn't anything that could be lurking anywhere. So, I mean, like Yins know, I'm going to do whatever I can just to try to keep this cancer at bay and keep it away for preferably the rest of my life, but I don't know. So that's what we're doing. I'm at the doctor's. I'm gonna go head in and, well, I'm gonna go, yeah, I guess I am gonna go head in because it is just about appointment time. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. Let's go. Okay, so my appointment went really well. Not surprised there. I did ask him why I need to have like this exam done if there isn't anything down there. And he said that it's mostly to check to make sure there aren't any like masses that may have formed. Like basically like you take like, I guess they're organs. I really don't know what you would consider them to be, but like you take the stuff out, like your ovaries, your uterus, you know, like all that stuff, but there's still like tissue and stuff and everything else that's still down there. So it's just to make sure that, like in my case, because of my cancer history, you just want to make sure that no masses have formed. He said it's also like to check with like any kind of like prolapse, which he said that, you know, isn't probably going to happen in my case, but you know, usually with like a hysterectomy, like they'll check for that. You know, basically just to see if there's like anything they can do for me as far as like my hot flashes go or anything like that, which I told him, you know, I don't care. And he was like, I forget first of all, I love my doctor. Absolutely love him. Like I give him such a hard time about everything and he dishes it right back, which just makes it so much fun. Like it's all in good fun. Like it's not personal. It's just our relationship. But, you know, he was like trying to tell me, he's like, oh, well, they have this medicine. I forget what it's called. And I was like, nope. He's like, there's no estrogen in it. He said, you know, like it was, like created for like breast cancer. I'm like, don't care. And he's like, do they bother you? And I mean, like they do, but you know, I just told him, I was like, if I get a hot flash, I eat a popsicle and I put my fan on high. Like it's not a big deal. You know, I've been dealing with it now for 3 years. It'll be 3 years on, no, I'm sorry. It'll be 4 years next month that I'm now like dealing with hot flashes, and you just get used to it. Like, I don't care. So it's all in good fun though. I love this doctor and I go back next year. So, you know, like honestly, I'm okay with it because the more hands on me, better, because that means I'm getting checked very thoroughly. I'm getting any kind of testing that may come up if we catch something early, because he does do like a chest, it's not a breast exam anymore on me, it's a chest exam on me. And you know, that's basically it. So I have another doctor appointment. Like I said, I go to 2 this week, so this is just gonna be like a doctor video. Oh, and something else to add too, I do not get a PAP anymore, so it's not like he's doing like an internal exam. Like it's nothing like that. It's just like just making sure there aren't any masses. So he's not doing anything like that because there isn't anything to check. So don't want Jens to think that he's doing like a full-blown like normal like annual exam like we used, well, that I'm sure like some of you still get, but like I used to get whenever I was in like high school and college, well before cancer. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go get some food and then I'll see you guys in a couple days for my other doctor appointment. So happy doctor season. It's doctor day number 2 this week. Kind of nervous, you know, like it's weird because I can go to my cancer doctors, no problem. I go for a physical though, and it's like panic attack. And I don't know if it's because there isn't anything wrong as to why I'm going to the doctors today. Like I'm just going for a physical, but it's like in my head, something's going to be wrong. And now last year, I was worried, like a little bit worried about my blood work. You know, my body's still kind of like coming off of chemo and everything else. And like chemo really like totally messes up your body for a few years before your body can regulate itself again. So it's only been 4 years since I've been off chemo, and it's not really like it's been that long. Like it's a long time, but it's not like that long in like chemo terms, I guess. So I was having like some issues last year. Some of it genetic, some of it just unhealthy habits, I guess. So I'm kind of nervous about this blood work. I know they're going to get me today, but I'm really hoping that everything's going to turn out okay. So let's go. I'm back from the doctors. I got a little mini confetti cake blizzard from Dairy Queen because I'm so excited that they're back. I figured like I survived my appointment, so I'm gonna treat myself a little bit. My arm, they had to like, oh wow, you really can see it a little bit like right here. They ended up having to poke me twice because my vein rolled, which again is from chemo. Like it drives me crazy. Everything is from chemo. So my vein rolled a little bit. They had to go somewhere else. It was actually like really painful, like where they got the vein, but not a big deal. I got my blood work done. It's in. I got the results back and everything's fine. I did have improvement from last year with some of my stuff. I'm very happy about it. And I shouldn't say like I'm talking like everything was like bad. Nothing was bad. Like there wasn't any concern. It was just very concerning for me because I am super anal about my health and I always have been. So anytime something is like high or low or whatever, I'm just like, I need to fix this. And I can't half-ass anything, right? It's either I go like one extreme to the other, and I think it paid off because my results came back like pretty good. And on top of that, I was talking with my doctor today, right? And I told her how, and like I'm just asking her, like, how do you test for ADHD in adults? Because I've always felt that I've had ADHD since I was in like middle school, high school, you know, you name it. And nobody else like was concerned about it because I knew how to cope with it. So like I sat still in school. I had really good grades. I would come home, I would study. I was disciplined because of gymnastics. So aside from like fidgeting and not really being able to focus, you know, I guess I was able to like mask like the not being able to focus part really well because I did have really good grades. And I think a lot of that was because I was bullied, or like the friends that I chose, because they were all like really book smart and like super smart. And I just wanted to keep up with them. But we did an assessment today, basically is what I'm getting at. And I even told her, you know, I was like, I've been dealing, if I do have ADHD, because I wasn't even entirely sure if I did. I just always felt I did. But, you know, I said, if I do have ADHD, I don't want medicated. You know, like, I've coped with this for 34 years. I do not want medicine. You know, like, anytime I put anything in me, even if it's an antibiotic I've taken in the past, anxiety. And I know a lot of that's from my cancer treatment and cancer diagnosis. But we did the ADHD assessment, and sure enough, I have ADHD. Let's all be shocked with that. I don't know how she assesses it. Like, she did it in the office with me. Like, she was the one who was like going through it. I was just like answering the questions. And you know, she even told me, she was like, I trust you and I know you're going to be honest with me about it. Because as soon as I said I'm not looking to take medication, and I told her that I used to drink the Alani energy drinks before it gave me panic attacks to focus. I was like, caffeine helps me focus. As weird as that sounds, caffeine helps me focus. And she was like, those are kind of like telltale signs. So, you know, we just did it kind of like more so, I guess just to put my curiosity to rest. But you know, sure enough, I do have ADHD, so I really wasn't just saying that. And I brought it back to my parents' house and I showed my mom and I was like, see, I'm not crazy. But, you know, like I told my husband the same thing. But my appointment went really well. It's still technically doctor season because I do see my breast surgeon and my oncologist, I believe next month. It's either in June or July. But everything's good. I'm very happy. I got my mini confetti cake blizzard. So good. I'm so happy they brought that back. But yeah, that was my doctor week. So now I can rest knowing my blood work came back good. And I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing and just keep making healthy decisions. And we'll see how it goes, you know, next year whenever I have my physical. Hopefully my numbers will be even better than what they are now. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. So, like always, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on social media, and as always, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day.